Donald Trump, never one to shy away from bold pronouncements, has unveiled a plan for the Gaza Strip. This plan, which he describes as a bold vision for peace, aims to bring an end to decades of conflict and suffering in the region. Trump, standing before a map of the Gaza Strip, outlined his strategy with characteristic confidence, promising a new era of prosperity and stability for the people of Gaza. This plan, met with a mixture of shock and cautious optimism, aims to address one of the world's most intractable conflicts. The announcement has sent ripples through the international community, with reactions ranging from hopeful anticipation to outright skepticism. In the streets of Gaza, the news has been met with a blend of hope and uncertainty as residents ponder what this new proposal might mean for their future. Trump, known for his unconventional approach to foreign policy, has thrown a wrench into the gears of the Israel-Palestine peace process. His plan, which includes economic incentives and infrastructure projects, seeks to create a foundation for lasting peace. However, the proposal has also reignited old debates and brought new challenges to the forefront. Foreign leaders have expressed a range of opinions, with some praising the initiative and others warning of potential pitfalls. The plan, still in its early stages, has already sparked debate across the globe. Media outlets from New York to Tokyo are dissecting the details, while analysts and commentators weigh in on its potential impact. In cafes and public squares, people are discussing the implications of Trump's vision, wondering if it could truly bring about the change that has eluded so many previous efforts. Supporters hail it as a fresh start, a chance to break free from the cycle of violence. They argue that Trump's plan offers a unique opportunity to address the root causes of the conflict and build a brighter future for the region. Proponents point to the economic benefits and the potential for improved living conditions as key reasons to support the initiative. Critics, however, view it with suspicion, questioning its true intentions and long-term feasibility. They warn that the plan may be overly ambitious and fail to address the deep-seated issues that have fueled the conflict for so long. Skeptics also raise concerns about the potential for unintended consequences and the risk of exacerbating tensions in an already volatile region. As the world watches closely, the debate over Trump's bold vision for Gaza continues to unfold. At the heart of Trump's plan lies a radical proposal: the temporary relocation of 1.8 million Palestinians from the Gaza Strip. This mass exodus, according to the plan's architects, is necessary to facilitate a complete overhaul of the region's infrastructure. The plan envisions a Gaza transformed, a modern, thriving hub with state-of-the-art infrastructure and a booming economy. This ambitious vision, however, hinges on a massive reconstruction effort. The cost, estimated to be in the billions, would be shared by the international community. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has welcomed Trump's plan. Netanyahu, facing political challenges at home, sees the plan as an opportunity to solidify his standing among his base. He has publicly praised Trump's commitment to Israel's security. Within Israel, the plan has been met with cautious optimism. While some Israelis express concerns about the logistics and potential consequences of relocating such a large population, others view it as a necessary step towards achieving a lasting peace. The international community's response to Trump's plan has been mixed. Some countries, particularly in the Arab world, have expressed reservations about the plan, questioning its fairness and potential for success. The plan puts pressure on countries like Jordan, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. These regional players are being urged to play a more active role in resolving the conflict. Their response and the delicate balance of power in the region will be crucial. Section 5, the USAID controversy, a tangled web. Adding fuel to the fire is a controversy surrounding USAID, the United States Agency for International Development. This agency, which is tasked with providing foreign aid and development assistance, has recently come under intense scrutiny. The controversy has sparked debates across various platforms, from news outlets to social media, and has led to a deeper examination of how the agency allocates its funds. Recent reports have raised questions about the agency's funding decisions, with allegations of misuse and a lack of transparency. These reports suggest that there may be significant discrepancies between the agency's stated goals and the actual outcomes of its funded projects. The lack of clear, accessible information has only added to the public's frustration and suspicion. Critics point to projects funded by USAID that seem out of touch with the agency's stated mission. They argue that the agency's resources are being diverted to initiatives that do not directly contribute to development or humanitarian aid. This has led to a growing chorus of voices demanding greater accountability and a re-evaluation of funding priorities. These include initiatives like funding a transgender opera in Colombia. While such projects may have cultural significance, critics argue that they do not align with the core mission of USAID, which is to promote sustainable development and alleviate poverty, and a comic book in Peru. These projects, though potentially enriching from a cultural perspective, have been cited as examples of how USAID's funding choices are sometimes seen as frivolous or misaligned with urgent developmental needs. These projects, while potentially worthwhile, have raised eyebrows and fueled accusations of misplaced priorities. The debate continues as stakeholders, including policymakers, development experts, and the general public, call for a more transparent and focused approach to how USAID allocates its resources. The controversy has highlighted the need for a thorough review of the agency's funding strategies to ensure that they are in line with its mission and objectives. Section 6. Media funding and the Politico question. Further complicating matters is the revelation that USAID has been funding media outlets including Politico. Politico, known for its coverage of Washington politics, has been critical of Trump in the past. This revelation has ignited a debate about the use of taxpayer money to fund media organizations. Critics argue that it creates a conflict of interest, potentially influencing coverage. Supporters, however, maintain that USAID's media funding promotes transparency and independent journalism. Section 7. Feasibility and potential outcomes, a balancing act. The feasibility of Trump's Gaza plan remains uncertain. While the proposal aims to bring peace and stability to a region long plagued by conflict, its success is far from guaranteed. The plan outlines ambitious goals, including economic revitalization and improved living conditions for the people of Gaza. However, these objectives face significant hurdles. The plan's success hinges on a multitude of factors, including the willingness of all parties to cooperate, the availability of funding, and the ability to address the root causes of the conflict. Cooperation from both Israeli and Palestinian leadership is crucial, as is the support from the international community. Without a unified effort, the plan is likely to falter. Addressing the root causes of the conflict is perhaps the most challenging aspect. Historical grievances, territorial disputes, and deep-seated mistrust between the parties have perpetuated the cycle of violence for decades. Any plan that fails to tackle these fundamental issues is unlikely to succeed in the long term. The potential outcomes of the plan are equally uncertain. On the one hand, the plan holds the promise of a brighter future for both Israelis and Palestinians, with improved living conditions and economic opportunities. If successful, it could pave the way for lasting peace and stability in the region. On the one hand, the plan holds the promise of a brighter future for both Israelis and Palestinians, with improved living conditions and economic opportunities. It envisions a Gaza where children can play without fear, where new infrastructure projects can flourish, and where communities can work together towards a common goal. On the other hand, it carries the risk of exacerbating existing tensions. The introduction of new policies and changes could be met with resistance from those who feel marginalized or threatened by the proposed shifts in power dynamics. This resistance could manifest in protests, clashes, and even renewed violence, and leading to further instability. The delicate balance of power in the region means that any misstep could have far-reaching consequences. The destruction and unrest that have characterized Gaza's recent history serve as a stark reminder of the challenges ahead. The path to peace is fraught with obstacles, but the potential rewards make the effort worthwhile. Section 8. Echoes of past conflicts, lessons learned. Trump's Gaza plan evokes memories of past attempts to resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Oslo Accords, signed in the 1990s, raised hopes for a peaceful resolution but ultimately failed to deliver on their promise. The question remains, has the international community learned from the mistakes of the past? Can Trump's plan, with its bold vision and controversial elements, succeed where others have failed? Only time will tell. Section 9. A future uncertain, hope and skepticism. As the world watches with bated breath, the fate of Trump's Gaza plan hangs in the balance. The plan has ignited a firestorm of debate with passionate voices on both sides. Whether this plan represents a genuine opportunity for peace or a dangerous gamble remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the road ahead will be fraught with challenges. The world can only hope that wisdom, compassion, and a commitment to dialogue will prevail.